Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. I hope you're ready for today's topic because it's a big one, and honestly, it's something that could shape the future of the Los Angeles Lakers in a massive way. Today, we're diving deep into a situation that no Lakers fan wants to think about, but we absolutely need to talk about it. Is it possible that Austin Reaves won't extend his contract with the Lakers this summer? Yep, you heard that right. And trust me, you're going to want to hear all the details before jumping to conclusions. Now, we all know how important Austin Reaves has become for this Lakers team. He's not just another rotation guy anymore. Reaves has established himself as one of the best third scoring options in the entire NBA. On a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, that's no small accomplishment. This season alone, he's been averaging an impressive 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game. Those aren't just good numbers, those are borderline all-star numbers. And when you watch him play, it's not just about the stats. It's the confidence, the poise, the ability to take over a game when needed. He's been the spark, the fighter, the guy who brings life when the Lakers desperately need it. But here's where things get really interesting, and honestly, kind of concerning. Back in 2023, Reaves signed a 4-year, $54 million contract extension. At the time, it was considered one of the biggest deals in the entire league. Getting a guy like Reaves at that number? Absolute gold for the Lakers. But now, after the incredible leap he's made this season, that contract looks like even more of a bargain, and Reaves knows it. His camp knows it. Everyone around the league knows it. And that's why there's this growing, buzzing feeling that he might not be so quick to sign another extension with the Lakers this summer. You see, Reaves is eligible to sign a new deal, a 4-year, $89.2 million extension. Not bad, right? But if he waits, if he decides to bet on himself and keep pushing, that number could climb even higher. If he becomes a free agent in 2026, he could be looking at a contract worth 25% of a team's salary cap. For a player of his skill set, with his trajectory, that could be a deal worth over $120 million or more, depending on how the cap rises. And honestly, based on how he's playing, that kind of payday isn't just possible. It's starting to look likely. Now, some insiders are already whispering about this. Could Austin Reaves be positioning himself to hit the open market when he can command true superstar money? Is it possible that he's looking at the landscape of the Lakers with LeBron nearing retirement, with Anthony Davis's injury concerns, with the addition of Luka Doncic, and thinking, maybe I need to keep my options open? It's not just speculation for the sake of drama. These are real conversations happening behind the scenes. And think about it from Reaves' perspective. This is a player who wasn't highly recruited out of high school, who had to grind for everything he's achieved. He knows how quickly things can change in the NBA. Injuries, coaching changes, roster turnover, nothing is guaranteed. So why would he lock himself into another long-term deal at a number that, in 2 years, could look like another massive discount? Why wouldn't he maximize his value when he's finally in the driver's seat? Lakers fans, understandably, are getting nervous. Social media is buzzing with fans begging the front office to lock Reaves down now, whatever it takes. But it's not that simple. Because if Reaves doesn't want to sign the extension this summer, and right now, all signs are pointing to him leaning that way, then the Lakers' hands are tied. They can't force him. And waiting could open the door for other teams to swoop in with bigger offers down the line. And let's be real, if Austin Reaves hits unrestricted free agency at his current level or even higher, every single team with cap space is going to come calling. Young, tough, playoff-proven guards are the holy grail in today's NBA. Teams like the Spurs, the Magic, even the Thunder, teams with flexibility and a hunger to get better, would throw max money at Reaves without blinking. Could you imagine seeing Austin Reaves light it up somewhere else? In a different jersey? It's almost too painful to think about, but it's a very real possibility. There's also the dynamic with Luka Doncic to consider. The Lakers traded the house to bring Luka to Los Angeles, and they absolutely need reliable scoring and playmaking around him if they're serious about contending after LeBron's retirement. Reaves fits that bill perfectly. He's shown he can share the ball, create his own shot, defend hard, and play without ego. He's exactly the kind of player you want next to a superstar like Luka. But again, if he feels undervalued, if he feels like waiting could set him up for an even bigger payday, can we really blame him for thinking long-term? Some reports even suggest that Reaves has quietly told people close to him that he loves the Lakers, he loves playing in Los Angeles, but he's not going to take another team-friendly deal. He did it once. He's not doing it again. And honestly, if that's true, it's hard not to respect it. These athletes have such a short window to maximize their earnings, especially guys who aren't number one draft picks with guaranteed fame and fortune from day one. Reaves earned his spot the hard way. Now he's going to make sure he gets every dollar he deserves. Of course, things could still change. Maybe the Lakers come to the table with a big offer this summer that makes him think twice. Maybe Reaves decides he doesn't want the uncertainty of free agency hanging over him for 2 more years. Maybe he loves Los Angeles so much that he's willing to take a little less just to stay put. Those scenarios are still in play. But based on what we're hearing right now, it really feels like the smart money is on Austin Reaves waiting. And that brings up the next big question. If he waits, what do the Lakers do? Do they risk losing him for nothing in 2026? Do they try to trade him early to avoid that nightmare? It sounds crazy, right? Trading Austin Reaves after everything he's meant to this team? But this is the NBA. Loyalty is great until it's not. And if the front office starts to get the sense that Reaves is gone no matter what, they might have no choice but to make an incredibly tough decision. Fans are wondering, could this be the beginning of the end of the Reaves era in LA? Is this the first crack in what looked like a rock-solid future? There are no easy answers right now. All we know for sure is that Austin Reaves has played himself into a situation where he holds all the cards. And that, my friends, is both exciting and terrifying. Another point worth mentioning is Reaves' marketability. He's not just a solid player, he's becoming a recognizable face. His underdog story, his gritty style of play, and his connection with the fans have made him extremely marketable, especially in a major market like Los Angeles. Losing Reaves wouldn't just hurt the team on the court, it could also impact the Lakers' brand off the court, which is something the front office definitely considers when making big decisions. And think about this, Reaves still has room to grow. He's only 26 years old. Players typically hit their prime between 27 and 30. If he's already this good now, imagine what another year or two of experience could do for his game. If the Lakers let him walk, they might be giving up on a guy who hasn't even reached his full potential yet. That's the kind of move that could haunt a franchise for years. You also have to consider the context of the Lakers' timeline. With LeBron nearing the end of his career, the team needs young stars to bridge the gap between eras. Reaves could be a cornerstone of that transition. Letting him leave would make that bridge a whole lot shakier. It's not just about winning next year. It's about setting the team up for success 5-10 years down the line. There's no doubt the Lakers' front office is feeling the pressure. They've made big swings in the past, some of which have paid off and others that have backfired badly. With Reaves, they have a homegrown success story, a player they developed and believed in when no one else did. Losing him now would feel like a failure on a lot of levels, not just financially, but culturally as well. One thing that could work in the Lakers' favor, though, is the lifestyle factor. Los Angeles is a dream city for a lot of players. The weather, the spotlight, the endorsement opportunities. It's hard to walk away from that. If the Lakers can craft an offer that feels respectful and shows Reaves they truly value him, maybe that combination of love, money, and lifestyle will be enough to keep him home. It's also worth noting that the Lakers have a history of taking care of their own. When they believe in a player, they usually find a way to make it work. Think about how they treated players like Kobe, Pau Gasol, and even more recently, Anthony Davis. If they truly see Reaves as part of their long-term vision, they'll fight to keep him. The question is, will it be enough? Of course, there's always the chance that another team just throws an offer on the table that's too good to pass up. That's the scary part. All it takes is one desperate team willing to overpay, and suddenly the Lakers are backed into a corner. Reaves' unrestricted free agency status in 2026 could set off a full-on bidding war, and those situations rarely end in the original team's favor. One interesting wrinkle to watch is how Reaves' role evolves this next season. If he's given even more responsibility, more ball-handling duties, more leadership opportunities, it could make him feel even more invested in staying. If he feels like he's being groomed as a future face of the franchise, it might change the entire conversation about his future. On the flip side, if the Lakers mismanage things, if his minutes drop, if his role shrinks because of other acquisitions, it could push him further out the door. Reaves wants to be respected, valued, and trusted. If he doesn't feel that, no amount of sunshine and palm trees will keep him in LA. This next season is going to be critical in more ways than one. Let's also not forget the mentorship angle. Reaves has spoken openly about how much he's learned from LeBron. Being around one of the greatest players ever is an opportunity most young players would kill for. As long as LeBron is still there, there's an extra incentive for Reaves to stay and soak up as much knowledge as possible before the king eventually calls it a career. Another factor that could influence things is the new CBA, collective bargaining agreement. The NBA's financial landscape is shifting, with new penalties for teams that go deep into the luxury tax. The Lakers have traditionally been willing to spend big, but there are limits even for them. If keeping Reaves means pushing into dangerous luxury tax territory, it could complicate things further. But what do you think about all of this? Should the Lakers do everything in their power to convince Reaves to sign this summer? Should they risk letting him play it out and hope loyalty wins in the end? Or should they start preparing for life without him now? As painful as that sounds, I honestly don't even want to think about losing Reaves. He's become one of my absolute favorite players to watch. The heart, the hustle, the swagger. It's everything you want from a Laker. If we lose him, it's going to hurt a lot. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. Seriously, let's talk about it. This is going to be one of the biggest storylines to watch over the next few months, and you better believe we'll be covering every single update here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with even more Lakers news and analysis.